Hey guys, it's been a weird week. Last Sunday we started working on this bed floor. This is Saturday night, so tomorrow will make 1 week since I started this little project. Now, my baby was due on the 30th. She actually came last Monday, which was the 23rd. So was not expecting that at all, and we were right in the middle of this thing. So we had the boards cut and just laid in here. The boards were a little aggravating, and obviously this is what we ended up going with, 3/4 inch plywood. You can use all kinds of stuff, guys. Any old wood you have laying around. Now, I will say on the fleet side trucks, you need to use 3/4 inch thick, whatever. It doesn't really matter as long as it's 3/4 inch thick. That way your brackets and stuff are bolting up correctly. Around the edges here, you have, say 1, 2, 3, 4 brackets or so. I think 4 brackets that you have to catch down through here. All that aside, again, you can use all kinds of stuff. If you have an old short bed, fleet side, sitting around, doesn't really matter what year model, you can use the metal floor out of it. You could cut up a long bed floor, whatever. This being a 66, I like to see the wood. It's just what's supposed to be in the truck, and it looks right. Now, this one, of course, is not perfect, but it's no shop truck. This was a whole lot cheaper than ordering the bed floor kit. You know, it is what it is. Some may not like it, but just trying to save a few dollars for Mr. PIB instead of, you know, it don't take long, guys, to get a whole lot of money tied up in something. And, you know, there you are. Just trying to look. It looked like I had a loose bolt there, but I don't. Anyway, if anybody wants to know what we've done here, these are new strips from Classic Industries. This is 3/4 inch sheathing from Lowe's, and we burn it with a torch. I don't know if any of y'all have ever done that before. You know, I've done it in the past to several different things. Like a few years ago, I built a Christmas tree box for my wife. You know, little home projects. It's a cheap way to kind of make ugly wood look better, especially if it's got a bunch of writing on it or, you know, whatever. It's just, you know, it's just one little thing you can do to kind of make it look good, and it don't cost a lot of money. And I'll kind of show you real quick how we done it. Now, you're just going to fan your torch over your wood. I'm not going to get too crazy here because I don't want to burn this paint on this tailgate, but you can kind of see what we done. So we done that to this whole bed, and I done it in the truck. Now, I would not suggest doing that. You know, you might have a leaking fuel line or hose, especially on an old vehicle. You just never know. Especially if your gas tank's under the bed, you might not want to do that. I've been on fire twice. So I try to pay a little closer attention. I didn't really learn the first time. The second time got me pretty bad. It could have got real bad had I taken a breath, but I didn't. Thank God. I got myself put out and evidently held my breath the entire time. So real quick way to kill yourself is to get in here with a torch and have some gas vapors leaking up through here. So try to burn that outside of the truck. That would be my suggestion. You know, take it outside, run that torch over. Especially, you know, if you can stand it up, it's going to save you a little time. And, you know, especially time on your knees, it's not going to be as labor intensive. So try that. Safety first. Don't do what I do. I guess I'll say that. Yeah, so moving on. 3/4 inch plywood, new strips from Classic Industries, and we bought the bolts. So all in all, I'd say materials and everything, $350. And, you know, if you've got a little time, come out here, throw this stuff in it. You know what, guys? It's going to help the truck sell. You could put a metal floor in it. You could just find a big metal plate. But to me, if I'm buying a truck, especially pre-67, you know, I want to see wood in the bed. Now, of course, the step sides, you know, most all of them had the wood, but the step sides are a whole lot easier. It's just a square. You know, you don't have the wheel tubs. You don't have to worry about tying the bed sides and stuff in with the wood. So, I don't know. Anyway, just one way you could do it. You don't have to do it this way. You may not like it. You may think it looks silly. But again, you know, if Mr. PIB don't like the burnt look, you can run down, buy some more varnish. This has a satin clear varnish on it just to protect it. But you can run down, get some more varnish, any color, maple, whatever, hell, it don't matter, and just run right back over it, and you can change the color of this. So this is not forever. It's not like it's ruined it or anything by burning it. Again, you can always varnish right back over it, restain it, and have whatever damn color you want. So we clear coated these. These were raw metal. I put a lot of clear coat on those. Hopefully they stay that color. Again, if you don't like them, come in here, tape it off, paint them. Easy peasy. But that's the good thing about these old shop trucks. You don't have to go spending crazy money on like a bed floor kit. You know, it don't have to be perfect. It's just presentable. Somebody glances back here, they might say, oh, it looks pretty good, you know, or that don't look bad at all. I don't know. You know, it might change their opinion on the whole truck. You never know. I know it does mine. I've seen some nice trucks like this, and then look in the back and you just have a flat piece of metal for a bed floor, and I hate that. I don't like that at all. That will really make me turn my nose up on something. So there's the bed floor. It's done. The bed is mounted. I can now drive this truck. I've been wanting to drive it up and down the road, kind of get a feel for it, see what's going on with it. This truck is tagged and insured, and I bet it ain't been on the road in a very long time. Now, I have one bed brace that's broke. I know how I'm going to fix it. Was going to get around to that today. Didn't have time. It's actually kind of late right now. I just figured I'd come on out and do this video. Everybody's in the bed. I need to be in the bed before everybody's awake here in 2 or 3 hours. But anyway, it's neither here nor there. Everything's centered. We've measured our wheel centers. Everything's where it's supposed to be, we do believe. Still got to mount this fender. Still got some mechanical work to do. You can see my little service cart here. I've got a water pump. I've got a fuel pump. We got a heater. Is that the blower motor? That's the blower motor. That's the heater core. So I don't know what size belts I need yet. I've got some paint, just some Chevy orange paint, some black. Try to clean this old motor up a little bit, pretty it up some. You can see we got the heater box and stuff off. Probably go ahead and get something to cover up that carburetor, back this dude out, and just pressure wash under here as good as we can. Again, guys, I'm not going for a show truck. You just don't want somebody to look at it and, you know, just kind of, I don't know what I'm trying to say. You want it to look like you've tried, I guess, if that makes any sense. You know, you don't want to just junk it up. But anyways, here it is. Oh, I got to measure the rotor. I was hoping to do that today. That was on my to-do list, but it was just, you know, I just didn't have time. I know it sounds stupid. All I got to do is pull a wheel off. I may do that when I get done with this video, since everybody's asleep. It wouldn't take just a few minutes to do that. And then I can get that ordered. This is a 71 or 2 frame. Most of y'all already know that. The rear leaf springs, I also have to measure those. Evidently, there was a 2-inch wide and a 2.5-inch wide leaf spring. I didn't know that in 71 and 2. So I've got several flip kits for a square body. So I was hoping to use one of those. I've just got a bunch of them, and I was just going to let Mr. PIB have one of them. But may end up having to order him one. It's not a big deal. Again, flip kit, same old stuff I always do. Flip kit in the rear, 3-inch spring, 3-inch spindle, 2-inch spring in the front. You can go either way. If you want to use a 3-inch spring, buy a 3-inch spring. If you find a good deal on them, a 2-inch spindle, whatever, do your thing. It don't really matter. I just like using a 3-inch spindle and a 2-inch spring. The longer you spring, the better your ride. So, hell, if you could find a 4-inch spindle and a 1-inch spring, that'd be fantastic. Again, the longer that spring is, the better it's going to ride. So, that's kind of where we're at on it. You know, like I've said in some other videos, all the lights work on it, blinkers work, the truck runs fairly well. We still got to do a little tinkering. Mr. and Mrs. PIB, maybe one day they ain't doing nothing. It's about to get cold, so we may have to kick the old heater on, and maybe we can just jump out here, turn us a little music on, and just finish painting this thing. And then Mr. PIB can do his sanding and kind of make it, kind of patina it a little bit, and then we'll put some trim on it. Hopefully send this dude home, but it still needs a little metal work, exhaust, several things. The wipers work. That's a good thing. They're a little, they're not really in park right now. But anyway, just a little shit. Well, there we go. That looks better. Any little thing you do to them makes them look better. Seemed like I needed to get these, maybe one of these parking lights didn't work. I don't know. We got to get the bumpers on it, headlight rings. I got to get me I need to order one of the big dry erase boards. That's something I really need to do. I need to pitch that to my wife. That might be my Christmas present to myself. And just hang that up on the wall. I really need one of those. I used to have a kind of a thing you could draw on, and I could write, what we need to do to where we were working on. And just kind of check it off as we go. But the dry erase board would be phenomenal if I could find somewhere to put it. So that'd be the next thing. But anyway, I'm just rambling, guys. I hadn't got out of the house all week, and I just wanted to kind of update y'all where we're at on this truck. So we got the bed done. It's mounted, finished mounting the body, which is not very far. I'd got the hood and the driver's side fender done. So really just this fender. And maybe see if we can tackle the bumpers. That's probably going to be a Tim Dixon project, but we will see. Tim Dixon's very busy. He's got a lot going on right now. So once we get all the body mounted, get the mechanicals done, get her on the ground, and just then it's cosmetics, guys. Stay tuned on it. I'm sure Mr. PIB will have some videos on it here soon. Again, just wanted to update y'all. Apologize for rambling. As always, I appreciate you watching. We'll catch you on the next one. See you later.